Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Collector John again. Hope everyone's doing well. So on Friday, I went and I drove down to my local mall to go to GameStop. And I went ahead and I bought a copy of Astrobot for the PlayStation 5. And I just want to say I've really been enjoying this game. I think it's by far my favorite game of 2024 so far. Everything about it is just so well made. Like the platforming feels fantastic. The different abilities that you get are great. The level design is amazing. And it's just a great looking game too. Like I just love looking at it, and it just makes me feel good to play it, which is like kind of a rare thing for video games these days, especially for like Sony first party offerings. I feel like a lot of those are just really dour and kind of sad, you know, like The Last of Us or God of War. Like Sony just doesn't really make first party games like this anymore, where they're just really fun, happy 3D platformers, you know? So yeah, I've really been enjoying this a lot, and it's also, it's just been making me think about PlayStation a lot in general, and PlayStation games that I've played in the past that I haven't played in a while, PlayStation games that I've wanted to play that I haven't played. And that's because this game is really, it's a celebration of the PlayStation catalog, really. And then also one of the main conceits of the game is that you're going around hunting for these little robot dudes to rescue them and bring them back to your home base. And some of them are modeled after like famous PlayStation characters from, you know, various PlayStation games. And one of those characters that you find pretty early on is Ico from the game Ico, and I've actually had this game on my mind a lot this year. My friend played it recently again, and they really liked it, and they were talking to me about it, and it kind of just made me want to play it again. And then when I saw it in Astrobot, that just made me, I don't know, for some reason it just triggered something in me that was like, I need to play Ico right now. I need to play this game. I actually have played Ico before, but it's been a very long time. I played it, I played the PS3 version, so that would have been like 2012 or 2013 maybe when I played it last, so over 10 years ago. So yeah, today we're just gonna hang out and play some Ico and a couple other PlayStation games that I noticed in Astrobot that I wanted to check out again. We're just gonna chill and play a few, you know, PlayStation games that Astrobot made me think about, because I just thought it'd be fun to do that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna fire up Ico. We're gonna see what it's all about. All right, well here we go. What is this? We got some bonus content here. What's going on with this? Well, we got a documentary. We've got a couple different documentaries about the making of Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. That's pretty cool. Oh, we got these dynamic themes. I want to see what these look like. Ooh, I like that. I actually like that a lot. Let's, hold on, gotta look at this shadow one too. Nice. Those are both very cool. I'm gonna go with the Ico one since we're playing Ico. Let's throw that back on. All right, let's boot this up. Yeah, like I said, I haven't played this since 2012, 2013. My main memory associated with this game is ooh. I like this menu. This is a really good like game selection menu for a remaster collection. Sometimes they really just don't put that much effort into those, but this one's really nice. I like it. Yeah, so my main memory with Ico, I was playing it on like a really snowy December day. I think it was like during winter break, and it was like twilight. The sky was just kind of purple, the street lamps were on outside, the snow was coming down out the window, and I was just playing Ico. And I specifically remember the save screen music, like when I think you like sit on the couch to save or whatever, and the save screen music for Ico is just so sick and like so vibey. I freaking loved it. And that's what I remember most about Ico. And then, you know, you're holding the character's hand to lead them around, and you're fighting these little shadow guys. And that's pretty much everything I remember about this game. I do kind of remember this opening cinematic a little bit. I don't remember what happens, but I just remember you start off in the forest. And yeah, this is a nice looking remaster, you know. Again, a lot of time with games from this era, I do like to see them on their original hardware, on like a CRT display. A lot of the time for me, that's just the vibe I want, and I think maybe it looks like maybe it looks worse objectively, but you know, that's what these games were designed to run on, and the screens that they were designed to be played on. So I think sometimes when you remaster them, you lose a little bit of that charm. You know what I mean? I did play some of Halo, Halo CE Anniversary in my last video, and I did like the way that looked. That was more of like a full remake than a remaster, maybe. And this is more just kind of like a straight, like one-to-one remaster. They didn't really change that much other than like upping the resolution and maybe making the textures a little nicer. But it is, for all intents and purposes, it's a remaster, not a remake. What do you guys think of the PS3 controller? It's definitely not my favorite controller. I don't know. I'm like comparing it to a PS2 controller now. For some reason I feel like the proportions are different, but they're not. They're the same. I don't know. It's something about the PS3 controller feels weird to me. Maybe it's just mine, but like the sticks feel a little loose on mine. I don't know. It's not the best. But you know, it's a fine controller. It gets the job done. It's just not my favorite. The DualShock 4 though, that's a good controller. It's a real good one. I don't really remember how this version runs. I would hope it runs at 60 frames. I can't really tell. Like, this cutscene does not look like it's at 60. And you know, whatever. I'm not like a hugely nitpicky about that stuff. I just think games that are like remastered from a previous generation should be really smooth. Like, that's just... I remember not being in love with how this game looked. I feel like I don't think I actually finished it. I played through quite a bit of it, but I don't think I finished it the last time I played it. But I remember the environments just being very samey, like gray castle environments, like what this looks like. Which, you know, gets a little tiresome. And then Shadow of the Colossus, you know, that game has a lot more variety, I guess you could say. And then just like these big open sprawling environments too that are just kind of beautiful to look at. Don't fall, buddy. Oh God. I thought he was gonna get crushed by that thing. That wasn't looking too good. It's like weird grainy post-processing. Is very horror gamey. And this is not a horror game. Also, this reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus, that little like circular pool thing down there. And I know they take place in the same universe, right? I don't really know the lore of these games, but I assume they do take place in the same universe. Don't get sucked in. Because Shadow of the Colossus also, I haven't played that in a long time either. But that also has the weird shadow dudes, right? Pretty sure it does. All right, do we have control of our character? Yes, we do. And no, this does not seem like it's running at 60, but that's okay. All right, what are our controls? We can run around. Camera movement is a little different. Triangle button jumps, okay. Yeah, so it's these like fixed camera angles and you can kind of move the camera around. It's not like a traditional third-person perspective. I don't know if it stays that way the whole time, but that's just how it is right now. I'll just run around till we figure out what to do. Oh boy, it's kind of a rough fall. Yeah, the camera's definitely a little weird. And you know, when it comes to remasters like this, I'm kind of in favor of not changing the camera sometimes, specifically when you're working with like fixed camera angles, because there's kind of like, you know, there's some like artistic intent to like what camera angles you're using, and it, you know, it lends itself to the overall, you know, aesthetic of the game. And okay. Just jump off. Nope. Oh no. Yeah, so you know, I'm okay with not. Good Lord, I'm okay with not changing how the camera works. Okay, so I think we need to climb it and then turn around like that and then hit the jump button. Yeah, there we go. All right, definitely not the most straightforward. Nope. Definitely some getting used to the controls here. Yeah, I would really like to see how the PS2 version looks. It's another thing about remasters like this is I feel like sometimes when you're upping the resolution, you kind of just see like, kind of shows you like how bad the game looks in a way. And when you're playing it at like, 640 by 480 on a CRT, that'll kind of like cover up how low detail everything is. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a weird thing sometimes to see games from this era in like full HD widescreen. But that's fine. I mean, I think this looks pretty good. I still like the way it looks, but I just like to see it in its like original form. You know what I mean? Kind of reminds me of Demon's Souls, the way this game looks. I think Demon's Souls is really not a very good-looking PS3 game, and it's very gray. It's very gray and castle-y, and that's kind of what this reminds me of. And then just like the the minimalist. I mean, everything about it is minimalist. There's like the minimalist aesthetic. The sound design is very minimalist. There's like no music while you're playing the game except during boss fights or when you're in the hub area. And this really makes me think of that a lot with Demon's Souls. And I'm so bad at grabbing onto the chain. Okay, jeez. This remaster does feel very one-to-one. Like, I will say that about it, like for better or worse. Like almost like it's just a port. Like it's I hesitate to even call it a remaster at some point, because it's like they just ported it to the PS3 with HD graphics and didn't really change anything else about it, because it feels like it controls like a PS2 game for sure. Oh yeah, I think these games, they have like a weird made-up language. I remember that about Shadow of the Colossus, so I assume this game is the same way. And I think that's cool. I really like that the characters speak in this strange made-up language that's just like I think it's supposed to be a mesh of like a few different languages. But it sounds cool. I like it. Okay. What do we have out here? So I think, do we go back in over here? And then we'll be on the other side, maybe? No? We'll see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Ooh, we got some music. Oh yeah. That's good stuff. That like 10-second little musical cue there. It sounded pretty cool. This door looks like it should maybe open, but I think we're supposed to go back all the way back down to check out that lady in the cage that we're gonna lead her around by the hand for the next 4 hours. I don't know how much of this I'll play. I probably won't play a ton of it. There's at least one more game that I want to check out that Astrobot reminded me of. But we'll play a little bit. We'll maybe get the sword. I don't know how long it takes to get the sword and do some combat. We're at least going to get to the first save point, because I want to save, and I also want to hear the cool save music that I was talking about before. Because I don't really, I like kind of remember what it sounded like, but I don't, I can't like think of it in my head of what it actually sounded like. So I just want to hear that music again, because I remember that music being really cool. In like a PS2 like vaporwave kind of way, like it's like music you'd hear on one of those TikToks where it's just showing you a bunch of nostalgic images from the early 2000s, and then there's like some like minimalist synthesizer vaporwavy stuff playing over the top of it, and it's very much that kind of music, the save music from Ico. So excited to hear that again. I don't know. That music was cool. I don't know. I'm gonna keep talking about it. Okay. What do we do now? All right. So I'm gonna say we need to somehow jump on top of this cage, maybe, and I think we can maybe get up there to do that. Let's see. I'm really bad at figuring out what to do in games. I'm a guide reader. I'll admit it. I'm a guide reader and a YouTube video watcher when it comes to figuring out what to do in games. It takes me more than like 5 minutes to figure something out. I'm going to the guide. I'm going to that IGN guide. You know what I mean? Oh, this music. I love the music in this game. I'm gonna look up who composed this music. Right, the composer did Ico and a bunch of Japanese games that I have not played, but I like the soundtrack a lot. Michiru Oshima. That's her name. I'd probably pronounce it wrong, but that's her name. Okay, I pick this up. Now we have a thing. I was not reading any of the dialogue in that cutscene, which is probably bad. And I think now we need to pull her out of here. I already looked at the controls, so I know R1 will grab her by the hand and pull her out of stuff. Okay, I think that's all we had to do. Just the vibe of this game is so cool. I freaking love the music. I like the sparse soundscape and like the footsteps and the voices, and I don't know, it just sounds great. Okay, so now we have to get out of here, which I'm sure that'll be fun to figure out. I need to lead her by the hand. That's right. So you're coming with me. Come on. I think the character animations are cool. Now get. All right. Took care of that situation. All right, I was just looking at the Wikipedia article for this game, and apparently this was originally planned to be a PS1 game, which is crazy, but also I can kind of see how, like, they probably could have got this running on a PS1. It could have been like a really late PS1 game. Okay, so I got her to come over here, and now she's doing some magic. Let's do some magic work on these stone statues. Okay, so can we like help each other over this ledge now? Is that a thing we can do? Oh, I can just jump it. Yeah, let's. And then, okay, yeah, I gotta hold this to help her up. That's cool. I do like the, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are not into this type of gameplay at all, but I think the mechanic of like helping your friend and that being kind of like the main conceit of the game, that's cool. Like there aren't a lot of games like that where that's like, you know, because I think we use like the term handholdy in video games as like a pejorative thing, and I mean usually when we're talking about that we're referring to like the difficulty of the game is handholdy, like it's easy and it's like holding your hand through the game. But I like that this is like literally handholdy, like you're literally holding another character's hand throughout most of this game. And we got ourselves a save couch here, so we're gonna let's tune in. Let's dial it in. Hold on. What? I need to make my friend sit by me. Let's check out this music. Let's get into it. Oh yeah. That's so good. I love this. How many like 2010s SoundCloud rappers sampled this? I wonder. There's got to be so many. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. We'll save to 1. Sure. That's a lot of different save allotments for a game like this. I feel like a lot of time these like action adventure games from the 6th gen, they give you like 3 different save slots. And that's it. You know, Astrobot only gives you 3. Maybe it's like 4 or 5. I think it's 3 in Astrobot. But 10! 10's a lot for a PS2 game. Let's do that again. let's do it again. It's the best part. The best part of the game. Play like just a tiny little bit more. Just want to see what's around the bend here. See what's across this bridge. So you can kind of like, I don't know if you necessarily have to hold her hand. Can you just kind of go and then just kind of call her every so often? That's not really, I don't know. It's honestly a little more difficult to do it that way. It takes longer, so I feel like, yeah, just holding her by the hand is the way to go. Oh my god. Uh-oh. But yeah, I definitely see the appeal. I see the appeal of this game for sure. I'm definitely going to play more of it. Yeah, thanks. It's all thanks to Astrobot. And also my friend who was telling me how good this game is. But Astrobot was the thing that really put me over the edge. Just seeing the Ico guy in Astrobot. It was like, whoa, I gotta play this. I gotta play this game. What do we do with these? Can you pick them up? Okay, we're gonna fight these guys, and then I have one other thing I want to try, another game I want to try that Astrobot made me think of. And this other one is actually crazy. Like, I could not believe this was in Astrobot. It's just, come on now. Yeah, I mean, the combat it's serviceable combat. You're just hitting the square button to hit stuff. But I don't think this game's really about the combat, you know? It's more about, like, the exploration and just guiding the other character around and, you know, the music and the vibe. And I don't know, like, how really, if there's, like, too much of a... I'm sure there's some story stuff as well that's memorable. But, you know, like Shadow of the Colossus has a story, but it's, like, very, very abstract. Like, it's not really explaining anything to you. This game seems like it might explain things a little more, maybe, or, like, it might have more of a plot. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, in Shadow of the Colossus, the plot is just, like, you're trying to save your girlfriend. And you know that you have to kill all these big honkers to do it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I think we got to put this down in the thing, and then okay, that worked. Alrighty. Well, I think that's a good place to. Ooh, we got some grass over there. Yeah, it's a nice looking remaster. Okay, I think that's a good place to call it for Ico. I'm going to switch over to a different game now. Okay, so, you know, spoilers for Astrobot. Spoiler warning. There's a character in Astrobot from frickin' Siren. The PlayStation 2 horror game that's now really frickin' expensive. There's a character from that game in Astrobot, which is really weird. Like, that's such a deep pull to include in that game. But, you know, this game was a PlayStation 2 exclusive. I think, judging by the fact that I can see a Sony Computer Entertainment logo on the cover there. I'm guessing it was published by Sony. So it makes sense, you know, but it's just like, wow, I was not expecting to see that in Astrobot. And I've never played this game. I've been interested in it for a long time. I bought this copy on PlayStation Network a while ago, and I never got around to checking it out. So we're just gonna fire up Siren and see what it's all about. I don't think I'll play that much of it, but I just want to check this game out because I think it's supposed to be a pretty cool horror game. I think people like it, and this is one that I would definitely rather play on a CRT. And I have hooked my PS3 up to my CRT back there because you can totally do that. Like, it has like the same output on it as the PlayStation 2. You could use like the exact same cable that you use for a PS2 to hook it up to. Whoops, my controller stopped working. hook it up to a an old TV like that, and yeah, stuff like this. Like if you're buying old horror games on PSN, you can get them on PS3, and oh god, this is kind of scary. It's a little creepy. It's a little creepy, guys. Yeah, that's just like a good way for me to play these old horror games, just because I really prefer how they look on those older displays, and that's just like an easy way to do it. Like you spend like $6 or $8 or $10, however much the game is, and you just plug your console right into a CRT. You don't have to mess around with emulation or any weird like adapters or anything to get it up and running on a CRT. It just works. So I like doing that. Anyway, I like this menu. This is cool. 2004. 2004 is a good year for video games. We got Metal Gear Solid 3, got Halo 2. What else came out in 2004? Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, World of Warcraft. This game came out in 2004. That was on the it said that on the menu. That's why I'm talking about 2004. And
what is she doing?
Oh, British accents. Definitely getting some Silent Hill vibes from this. These characters look weird. It's like kind of FMV looking, but not really. Like it's not FMV. What is this? What was that? Somebody who's played this, tell me what's going on.
What are they doing? It's the middle of the night.
This is unsettling. Don't go over there. That's my advice.
Siren. Who's there?
Kind of looks like the character models from GoldenEye, where it's like a 5-pixel JPEG of a face stretched onto an ellipse. Ugh, God, this game seems a little disturbing. Let's see what the controls are like. We'll see if we're dealing with tank controls or.
Oh my God, he's coming! Ah!
Okay. Oh yeah, this is, man, it's really just throwing you right into it. This is so Silent Hill. This is like really, really Silent Hill 2 feeling. Okay, so we have a first-person camera. We have, I can crouch. Don't. I hit the triangle button and it says that must be like different actions you can do, but I don't want to shout, so let's not do that. Square button is your flashlight, and I don't know. Okay, so we'll turn the flashlight off. We'll try to sneak around a little bit. It's really dark. This is dark. Okay, hold on. Let's check out the options. Like, what is this this UI? And that is like so that is an actual photograph of a real person. So I'm assuming they did some kind of, like, the character models look like they are based off photos of actual people, and it's like a really kind of uncanny, disturbing look to it. So I'm guessing that's what that is. And I don't know what this UI is going for. It's like really weird. It's like kind of an early internet kind of vibe to it, maybe. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm looking for screen brightness, which screen adjust, brightness level. Okay, brightness with the L1 and R1 buttons. Well, I'll turn up the brightness a little bit. Okay, I mean it's still really dark, but it's a little better, I guess. He's right over there. He's gonna come get me. Can I open this? No, we can't do that. Can we go in here? Cannot go in the outhouse. Okay, so we can open this door. It's like really hard to tell that was a door, which is why I didn't see it. Okay, pick up. Okay, so we have to open the action menu to pick up the key. All right. Yeah, that's a little janky, but who am I to tell Sony how to make their games? Their first-party horror games. Oh God! Oh my God! He's just right there. Can we go in this truck with the key? Unlock the door. I think we're gonna get out of here, hopefully. Okay. Now, do I have to do another thing? We have to get in the truck. Just okay. It's fine. It's just the controls are a little weird. Oh my goodness. This is like, yeah, this is crazy. So you're really in this action menu a lot to do everything. Oh my God, that's really a choice, like making you do all that stuff manually. It's cool though. I mean, it's immersive. I did it. I did the video game.
Oh my God. What do I do? Call an ambulance?
I can't stop thinking about GoldenEye when I see these character faces. Anyone else? Anyone else thinking about GoldenEye? That seems bad. This game has a very oppressive atmosphere, like even more so than like Silent Hill 2. Like, I don't know. Oh God, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, so let's save. Yeah, because I mean, Silent Hill 2, like you start off, it doesn't like throw you right into it. Like it takes you a while. I mean, not that long, but it takes a little bit in Silent Hill 2 to be like, you know, to be getting chased around by enemies, and it's like fairly light outside when you start Silent Hill 2, and this game is just like, hey, it's pitch black, and you're already being chased by this like horrible cop zombie guy who's shooting at you. And that's, you know, it's a horror game, but that's just quite the choice.
Blood.
You just connected with me, didn't you? You can see visions.
I don't know what's going on.
Relax. Although I guess that's easier said than done. Are you all right?
I just got shot, but
I understand. Listen, you have to come with me. Follow me.
I bet a lot of people are playing this right now because of Astrobot. This is probably the most streamed game on Twitch right now. It's probably Siren. It's really had a resurgence lately because of Astrobot. I think they're gonna make a sequel. I don't know. I'm just messing around.
This red water is now coursing through your veins. In place of all the blood you lost.
I feel like the faces actually look better in engine than they do during the cutscenes. Maybe a little bit. I don't know.
I know you're
They still look weird. They still look weird and bad,
but you will be better soon. I'm so relieved.
yeah, just
It was
there's something wrong with that. I wonder if that was like a deliberate
We
choice
must hurry
to.
now.
They're like trying to make it creepy by
Close your eyes
using this type of facial modeling,
and look
or if they thought it actually looked good. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Sightjack. Press the L2 button to enter sightjack mode. We can enter. What is this? So that didn't do anything. Oh God. Oh, okay. That's, I just pressed the right trigger to zoom in, and it's like right on her face. You know what it's time for? It's time to open the software manual. Sometimes with a game like this, you know, the manual does give you some much needed context. Like even just having this flavor text here. At midnight, a siren calls from beyond a sea of red, and a village mysteriously disappears. And then it gives you some, you know, a little bit of backstory about this game that you're playing that you were just thrown into with no idea of what's happening. And, but you know, back in the day, you could just read a little bit of the manual, and that would help you understand a little bit more of what's going on. Welcome to Hanuta. Got a map, kinda. We got a... Okay, sightjack controls. L2 to enter sightjack mode, left analog stick to search for sightjack. Okay, so I think that's what I was missing. I think you need to like move the left analog stick around, like you're searching for a signal, like you're searching for an analog video signal or something that'll, I don't know. This game seems really weird. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna keep trying, I guess. Okay, yep. Okay, so I'm looking through someone's eyes there. So you can save them to different face buttons, and I had saved this one. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, guys. What? Where'd she go? What? Okay, so I was sightjacking her. And now, so this is her running. I mean, this is cool. Like, this is a really interesting mechanic. Oh my god! Stop! I'm dead. I was sightjacking the lady, and the other dude snuck up on me, and he touched me, and I died. How far back is it going to take me? Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll try a little more of this. This game seems really weird. I can see the potential. I can see why maybe people would like something like this, and why a game like this could be really expensive. You know, because it's a 6th-gen horror game. It probably didn't sell that many copies, and it has this like really weird sightjack mechanic and like a very, very oppressive atmosphere that is even more oppressive than like other horror games from this generation, of which there were many. Like this generation had a lot of real freaky games, a lot of real classic horror games. All right, okay, he's coming up right behind me. He's gonna get me again, and I'm gonna die again. Can I sightjack the? Okay, she's dead. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about all this. It seems like the kind of game where you really need to sit down with it and figure out what's going on and not be like talking about it on video, you know? I don't know if this is something that I'd want to play by myself. The atmosphere of it really makes me feel weird and bad, and like not in a way that I really enjoy. Like I love horror games, but sometimes like you play an old horror game and it just makes you feel weird, and like you shouldn't be playing this, and that's kind of how this game. That's kind of how this game's making me feel. I don't know. And parts of Silent Hill 2 made me feel that way, but I love Silent Hill 2. It's just like, just parts of that game are so like over the top in how oppressive they are. Okay, so we're following this lady again. If I die again, I'm probably going to be done with this.
Wait here.
I can kind of see what it's doing, and it seems like a really, really strange and unique horror game. And I just wanted to see what it was because they put it in Astrobot, which is, again, cannot believe they put this in Astrobot. That's so weird. Sightjack can also be used to eavesdrop. Sightjack Hisako and follower commands. Okay, so we're gonna sightjack her. Okay, she's sightjacked. So she's like, she's telling me to come. Okay, it's really hard to hear what she's saying when I'm sightjacking her, which is kind of a problem. This music is pretty cool. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's some cool atmospheric music. It's a good PS2 era, you know, creepy ambient horror music.
Keep down and we'll get through this. He's after you.
Who? What? Who is? She said he's after me. I don't know who she's talking about. I'm just going to keep following her. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so she wants me to pull her up, climb into the roof, turn towards Sasako. Okay, so we're going to climb up here. Then we're going to go back into this absolutely... Oh my god, okay. Yep. There's definitely, this game has some controls, for sure. So we're going to... Okay. If you go even like a centimeter too close to the edge, he'll just automatically go back down, which is great. I really love that. Okay, so we're gonna press triangle. Nope. We need to open the action menu to pull her up, which is the triangle button. Okay, pull up.
Over here.
Yeah, to say this control scheme is cumbersome would be an understatement. I think it's yeah, some really crazy choices with the controls in this game. If we can make it to the next save point, or like finish this level so I can save again, that'd be great. But we'll see. We'll see if I can even make it. Oh, okay, we did it. Cool. Well, that's Siren. I'm not gonna play any more of this right now. It's making me feel dirty and weird. But yeah, that game's an Astrobot, as are many more wonderful PlayStation IPs. And you guys should check out Astrobot if you haven't already. Yeah, like I said, I think Astrobot is just so good, and such a breath of fresh air. Like, it just feels so like focused and just well put together, and it's such a fun little package. And I feel like so many games, I don't want to start complaining about like, video games these days are terrible, because I don't actually agree with that. I think video games are actually very good right now. I think it's a great time to be playing video games. There's tons of good stuff coming out all the time. But I think a lot of like modern AAA games are just like afflicted with some level of bloat, and they just feel like they're just doing too much in these games. And Astrobot just feels like, you know, they knew exactly what they wanted it to be. It's like a 15 to 20 hour game if you go for everything. I think it's like 20 hours if you try to 100% it. So it's just really focused, and it just feels like every single part of it just feels so high quality, and it's just great. And if you like PlayStation stuff, it's like you got to play it. If you like PlayStation stuff or 3D platformers, it's a must play. If you like video games, I also think you should check it out. If you just like video games at all, you should check out Astrobot, because it's a great video game. But yeah, all that to say, it made me want to check out some older PlayStation games that I haven't played in a while, or that I haven't played at all. And I'm definitely going to play some more Ico. I think Ico is sick. I liked that little bit that we played of it there. Siren, I don't know. Siren is maybe I'll try one more level. If it doesn't grab me after like one more level, I'm not going to do it now, but on my own time. If it doesn't grab me after one more level, I think I might give up on Siren. But yeah, anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys like it. I know it's not a collecting-based video. I know it's just me playing video games, and on Collector John, we don't always do that. But I'm trying to branch out a little bit here on Collector John and do some different stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll be back soon with more video game / collecting video game related content. And we'll see you guys then. I'm Collector John. We'll see you guys in the next one.